Broadcasting from the basement of La Penta, this is WICR.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Sports Vault. I am your host with the most, Jersey Joe Archino, and we are rolling along with today's morning show. Right now it is time to get into the UEFA Champions League. Been a little while since I've been able to come in and really sink my teeth into soccer, aside from Soccer Showdown, which again is on every Wednesday. But right now, yesterday, I think the UEFA Champions League is continuing. We have two more matches today, and it's just such a good time to add to the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. Now that we're kind of drawing to the end of the UEFA Champions League, it just couldn't be a better time to be a sports fan. And I think when you look at the results of yesterday's matches, you can kind of look and say that there are two teams in the world who are just playing better than anyone else right now. And that is FC Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Right now, I don't think that there's anyone in the world who's playing better than they are. And especially for Bayern Munich, who lost their first game to FC Porto, I think a lot of people were jumping the gun a little bit. Bayern Munich was in big trouble. I think at the end of the day, Bayern has shown you that they have that ability to bounce back, and when they bounce back, they do it, and they make a statement when they do it. And that's exactly what happened yesterday, winning 6-1 in full time, winning at the second leg 7-4 on aggregate goals. I mean, they just came out from the second it started yesterday. I was at my internship checking the scores, and I couldn't believe it was 5-0, and you were surprised, but at the same time you're not surprised, because when you have the talent that Bayern Munich does, they had some big guys out the first match. Diego Simeone, though, I never underestimate his side's ability to bounce back. They've shown many times this year that when they're a little disappointing, they come back and they dramatically just overkill come back, and that's what happened again last night. Bayern Munich 6-1, and look, as an FC Barcelona fan, I kind of was hoping FC Porto would be able to knock them out, just because I don't want to have to face Bayern Munich, because again, you look at what they did, you look at what they can do, the talent on this side, Diego Simeone, they have every element to win the Champions League, and most likely Barcelona and Bayern Munich are the two best clubs that we've seen so far to this point. Now, today's matchups are good as well. Juventus taking on AS Monaco, and then of course you have Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. But I think for the most part, those two clubs, Juve's got some really big players out. Paul Pogba's out. And then when you look at Atletico Madrid, now I like Atletico. Again, Diego Simeone is excellent. But when you look at Real Madrid, they've been a little up and down for you. No Benzema today. Could be a really big one for them. But I think at the end of the day, Barcelona and Bayern Munich just playing better than anyone else right now. And when you look at Barcelona, of course, beating Paris Saint-Germain 2-0, Neymar scoring both goals. I think when you look at them, they have the best attacking trio in the world, and a lot of it is the unselfishness of the group. I think when you look at the unselfishness of the group, that is the thing that really rides home for them. They're so willing to just do whatever it takes to win. Messi doesn't need to always score. He's happy to set up Neymar and Suarez. Suarez has really changed in that regard, where he creates so many opportunities for his team. He doesn't always need to be scoring. And the same goes with Neymar. They all understand they're going to get their chances to score. They're going to get their chances to do a lot of great things. Sometimes it pays off to be a passer. And I think that's probably the biggest difference. People always want to compare Real Madrid's trio to Barcelona's trio, and that's probably the biggest thing that rides home, is the unselfishness between them. I think when you look at Gareth Bale, you look at Benzema, you look at Ronaldo, the three of them are kind of guys who really want to score. They really want to be the guys who are putting up their goals. And Barcelona, I don't think that those guys share that same mentality. Of course they want to score, but I don't think it's the most important thing to them. I think they are happy to sometimes take a back seat and be willing passers. And I don't think you get that as much with Real Madrid's core three. Now again, the two of them, if those are your trio of superstars, you're two of the best clubs in the world, and it's not even close. But at the end of the day, the thing that really separates the two is definitely just that being unselfish, kind of nature of them. And right now, look, it's just been a lot of fun watching Bayern, watching Barcelona. It's just excellent. Pep Guardiola, though, with Bayern Munich, I think for the most part, though, they're in business. I think Barcelona is again in business. And then we'll see what Diego Simeone can do today with Atletico. I mean, I think Atletico certainly has a very good chance in this match. I always have a hard time picking against Real Madrid because, again, they have the second best player in the world in Ronaldo. They have overwhelming talent. But if anybody has an answer for Real Madrid, it's Diego Simeone. His side just really seems to have them figured out. They've played them extremely well. I mean, knocked them out of Copa del Rey, have been fantastic against Real Madrid in the regular season. I mean, at some point, you just have to say, nobody in the world can figures how to beat Real Madrid better than Diego Simeone. But again, it's that talent thing, and I don't know if it's there. I am probably going to stick with my pick of Real Madrid here, but nothing surprises me when Diego Simeone is on the sideline and it's Real Madrid. I think you've always got to feel very comfortable about your chances, but we'll see. It should be a great match. And again, Juve, I like Juve against AS Monaco. Paul Pogba, the injury hasn't been... I think the thing that's helped Juve is they really have it all locked up. They've had Serie A locked up. The Scudetto is theirs. They've kind of known it for a while now, which I think kind of helps put a little less stress on them. There hasn't been as much pressure on there to win the Scudetto because it's been locked up so early, since really no one has given them a real run. Roma in the beginning of the season really stuck with them for a while, but they really had a big drop off after New Year's, and it's really Juve's ran away with it since New Year's, and that's helped them certainly in that regard. And again, I think they beat AS Monaco, but they'll be very good matches today. As we get after this point, you just can't get much better. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I mean, you're really seeing the best of the best will be left. I think when you look at it, it's going to be Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus, and Real Madrid. All of those guys have world-class managers. Pep Guardiola, Diego Simeone, so many guys, so much talent everywhere. They truly are the best of the best, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch. But stay with us, and we'll be right back with a little bit more.